Hi, it's Mark from WinningSolutionsInc.com and MicrosoftAccessExpert.com, coming to you from day one, the first full day. We had a partial day yesterday on Sunday of the Microsoft Inspire conference in Washington, D.C. So I just left the keynote over at the Verizon Center, so there were a lot of big names from Microsoft, although a lot of people that I've seen from years before have been changed out for new people, so that was a bit of a surprise. And of course Microsoft's new president, relatively new anyway, new compared to Bill Gates and Steve Ballmer. Satya Nadella gave a great presentation today. And so one of the things we learned was that there are people here from over 140 countries. So just in walking between the convention center from the stadium where the keynotes were to the convention center, just all the foreign languages that were spoken and all the cultures. So it was really, really cool. So they have 17,000 people attending this year, which is a pretty big number, and so I'm just one of those 17,000 attendees. Of course, a lot more people attend online as this is streamed online to Microsoft partners. So again, what this is it's Microsoft's annual partner conference where they get all their people together who work for independent companies that aren't part of Microsoft, but are all selling or involved in some way in providing Microsoft solutions, which is what Winning Solutions does. We provide solutions for Microsoft Access, SQL Server, .NET. We help people get their solutions up on Azure or run them within their own premise. And so all those things were really covered today. Microsoft was pretty excited to announce that there are 100 million active cloud users. Then they also talked about how Microsoft and then its partner network, so remember all the 17,000 attendees work for different individual partner companies, employs 17 million persons. So this is something kind of exciting and important to think about in these times right now where we're looking at a lot of forthcoming technological job displacement. And so Microsoft wanted everyone to be aware that all these Microsoft jobs that are both at Microsoft and at the partners are digital transformation jobs. So there are people really involved in this new digital economy, not the old economy. So that should be exciting, and hopefully we can take heart from that. And so Microsoft is looking to have a positive impact on every economy and every society through what they do. In fact, I think if you look back years ago, Microsoft talked about having 30,000 partners. Now they're talking about having 64,000 partners. So Winning Solutions, the company I work for, and I'm one of those jobs that's created by technology transfer, is one of those 64,000 partners. And those partners are involved in developing cloud solutions. So Microsoft talked today about how their focus is to help people and organizations. They did announce some new technology at the session this morning, and that was a new thing called Microsoft 365. You may be familiar with Office 365, so Microsoft 365 is the new thing for 2017. And we've got a lot to learn about that and what the details of that are, but it's going to span multi-device, artificial intelligence, and serverless. So I want to, multi-device, I think we're all kind of into that. We might have something to cast to our TV, we've got our phone, maybe a smartwatch, smartphone, tablet, PC. So that's what they mean by multi-device. You've got all these devices, and so we're going to hear Microsoft talk during this conference about how they try to make that experience between all those devices more seamless so that you can go from one device to another, from a touch device to a voice device and so forth and so on. One of the things that I thought was maybe a little cutting edge, and of course this conference is intended to have cutting edge stuff. They want people looking forward so they don't get left behind. And so that's one of the reasons we come to this every year, to see where things are going and to be able to communicate with our customers and make sure that we're keeping them as leaned forward into technology as they want to be, but not too far forward. So it's a balance that we try to strike for our customers. So understanding where Microsoft thinks the market is going, obviously they're a very wise and intelligent company. They've been around for many years. So we certainly have to listen to what they have to say. It doesn't mean they're right all the time. It doesn't mean what their ideas are right for all of WSI's customers, but we certainly want to take their ideas into consideration and be able to discuss them with you, see how they impact your business, and that's our job, is to help you with your business integrate all this technology. So again, the surprising thing was for them to be talking this forcefully about AI. I mean, I think we all know about artificial intelligence and see it coming maybe a few years down the road. But Microsoft sees it as a thing maybe coming sooner than that, and how we're going to get involved with it and use it and integrate it into our business every day. So we're going to be learning about that here at this conference, and then bringing that knowledge back to serve you, our Winning Solutions customers, who are actually doing real things with this technology and actually making business happen. So they also talked about serverless. Now, we've already seen serverless for a long time. Interesting that Microsoft is talking about it today. I think the enterprises which Microsoft serves, everything from small business to big enterprise, has been, but small business has been quicker to go to serverless with just storage solutions or just networking their PCs together. We talk to customers every day in the small business space who do that. That's fine. That's a very workable solution, but they don't have a server anymore. Some of our customers do have servers, but Microsoft sees a more serverless future. Your data and things will be in the cloud. They made the comment yesterday, which is kind of a shocking comment, that businesses in a few years that aren't in the cloud will be looked upon like businesses who aren't on the internet. And as we all know, pretty much everybody's on the internet. So that's a pretty shocking statement, because there are a lot of people who are still not ready to make the transition to the cloud. But if you're ready to make that transition, or make it in steps or partially or not, we can help you with any of those directions you want to go. So then they also talked about a thing called digital sovereignty. As we start to do business with more and more international companies, and you as a business may want to do business internationally, digital sovereignty refers to rules about keeping data about people who live in a country in that country. And so Microsoft is well positioned to do that, because they have Azure data centers around the world, so that you can segment data by country if needed. So that was a pretty cool thing, and we've known about that for a while. But to see how important that is as new laws come into place from different countries, and how we're going to need to be complying with those laws, that was brought out today. Lastly, they did a demonstration of bots, which are chat things. And we don't see these yet as a big thing for our small business and medium business customers, because you still have a small enough customer base that you want to interact with them personally. But they're demonstrating ways, and I think we'll experience this as we interact with customer service with larger companies, where you're chatting with this artificially intelligent bot that's trying to respond to you. It does image recognition, so if you're getting car insurance and you upload the picture of the wrong car, it'll tell you, oh, that's not a sedan like you said, it's a sports car. That was one of the examples they showed during the presentation that didn't exactly go flawlessly. And then how it can hand you off to a salesperson. There was a lot of other stuff they covered, but it was really partner specific, so I'm not going to bore you anymore. I'm going to head on to my next presentation. We'll continue to cover each of the presentations that I'm able to attend. There are dozens and dozens of them, so I can't attend every one. But I tried to pick out the key ones that people who are customers of Winning Solutions will find the most interesting. I'm going to hit those and then talk about those afterwards. So keep coming back to our YouTube channel here, or if you've tuned in well afterwards, that's fine too. Check out the rest of our videos. Thanks for visiting, guys, and we'll talk to you in the next video.